This is it. Gemma, come home. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a builder, homie.
Come home.
Shut your mouth, son.
Come on.
Shut your mouth, son.
Let's go.
Higher than giraffe vagina while you're training. Bodybuilders kind of, but also the drug addict kind of.
So
listen,
let's
man.
go.
Listen,
Let's go.
it's a builder, homie.
Come home.
Shut your mouth, son.
Come on.
Shut your mouth, son.
Let's go.
Higher than giraffe vagina through your training. Bodybuilders kind of, but also the drug addict kind
Come
of.
home. Let's go. What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. And today, I'm reviewing Metabolic Nutrition, SYNEDREX, pre-contest prep. This is a SYNEDREX powder, homie. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. I hope you're feeling amazing. God is good. I hope you're living from the heart, staying out of your head, man. Always speak your truth, man. It's scary. It is scary, man. Sometimes it's so easy to want to just say yes to people, man, or to bend on what you believe in to satisfy others. Always stay true to yourself, man. To thy own self be true, and you don't want to have a resentment. Because if I do things I don't really want to do, I'm going to be resentful about it, man. So just work through the fear, man. Stay true to yourself. Let's get down to business. Quit monkeying around. You can hit me in email, garagegymhomie@gmail.com. I got a list of some supplements I'm selling. I got my apparel, and I got 12 steps for any addicts or alcoholics, man, who are suffering, who want to get well, and who are ready to be done getting high or drunk, and you know deep down that you're an addict or alcoholic, man. I'm here to guide you, do whatever I can to be helpful, man. Let's be a light to the world today and talk about this SYNEDREX pot. You're in for a treat today, homie. Hey, man, I love Metabolic. These people do all their manufacturing in-house. That SYNEDREX pills I just reviewed, freaking straight up gas, dog. All right, man, so I was really excited about this, man. So they're gearing this towards pre-contest prep. So if you're like somebody who's training for a competition, I'm training for life, homie. That's what I'm training for. So this is good for me. I'm training for life, man. I've never competed before. I don't want to do that to them, man. I don't want to hurt the competition like that, man. No, for real though. I'm just training, man, to stay as tight as I can spiritually, physically, you know, and so this is great, man. I'm going to talk about the facts, man. They ain't talking feelings, homie. They're giving you that fully, none of that Anderson Cooper Don Lemon blends up in here, man. Fully disclosed label. None of them Rachel Maddow blends, homie. You know what you're getting with this SYNEDREX powder. So they are doing this 1 scoop, 2 scoop, redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss. Let's just talk about 1 scoop. So 1 scoop is 7 grams, and I just want to say, so 7 grams, man, not a loaded scoop, not a huge amount of, you know, powder, but that don't mean a dang thing, homie. This boy right here, just wait, homie. All right, man, so 1 scoop is 7 grams, and I just want to say, the powder's kind of fluffy in here, so 1 level scoop for me was 6 grams, so you got to go a little over to get the 7 grams. So this is what they're giving us, man. Caffeine anhydrous, 250 milligrams, a nice amount, man. You know, when I call things a daily driver, regular use, I like to see between 200 and 300. So it's right there, man, to use this like regularly to keep my tolerance down. Oriogenesis, 100 milligrams. So that's a nice stimulant, man. Gives you more focus, mood, yada, yada. Pairs well with caffeine. And 100 milligrams is on the low end. But you never know, homie. Yo, I just read these labels for jokes, man. Just entertainment. The experience is what matters. Yo, Himbine hydrochloride, 3 milligrams. That's for the schlong gains, man. Some blood flow, man. Some sexual properties, some fat-burning properties, some more heart rate action. Great ingredient, man. Then, Alpha Yo, which is a great stimulant, man. You got to put some dang hair on your chest, boy. 1.2 milligrams. A nice amount of Alpha Yo, man. I mean, between 1 and 2 is my sweet spot, so you're right there. and especially if you're taking more than a scoop. We're going to talk about it. Choline bitartrate. So here's the nootropic mental clarity. So 500 milligrams, N-acetyl-tyrosine 500 milligrams, and huperzine A 100 micrograms. That gets you focused and dialed in, thinking about the weights, forgetting about your Tinder dates. Homie, women don't like you, son. Left swipes on you all day, right swipes on GGH. No one's paying attention to you, homie. Let's get focused, start pumping some freaking iron. This summer, man, you get down to that contest prep, you train hard, I'm going to promise you a right swipe, man. You follow in the footsteps of GGH, homie. Then you got this ingredient. I love it and I hate it. I think I hate it more than I love it, but I still love it. This is the GBB, man, 25 milligrams. Then you got this Evitomine, 25 milligrams, and Grains of Paradise, 15 milligrams. So these are thermogenic ingredients. Then you got, listen to this, man, keto fat metabolic mobilizers. Writing's very small, man. MCT powder, 500 milligrams. Great ingredient, man. Good, healthy fats. L-carnitine tartrate, 500 milligrams. And polythyronine, 150 micrograms. Polythyroid. Oh, man, I'm on one. All right, man, forgive me. Then you got beta-alanine, 1,500 milligrams, man. You gotta feel the betas to be an alpha, homie. GGH told you. Then you got naringin, 50 milligrams, and black pepper, man, 3 milligrams for these. So these are to absorb. Well, the beta is not to absorb. The beta is an ingredient you got to saturate in your body, and that gives you the warm, fuzzy hug, the tingles, the revved up feeling, the endurance, some lactic acid buffering, Mr. Fauci Jr., a few extra reps for you sorry, soft son of a guns who need a few extra reps. All right, man, so I took the drink, man. I did. I came down to the dance floor. It was time for some serious iron pumping, man. All right, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say about this, homie. So listen, I've taken this two ways, man. I've taken it, so they're telling you 1 scoop or 2 scoop, which is 14 grams. So 1 scoop I took, and I've taken 1.5 scoops. So I've taken 7 grams, I put it on the Digi, man, 7 grams and 10 grams. I found 10 grams was my sweet spot, okay, and I'm going to tell you why. So at 1 scoop, it's great. I mean, great. The reason I didn't go up to 2 scoops is 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't like taking 500 milligrams of caffeine personally. Because I'm a supplement reviewer, man. I'm really aim to keep my tolerance low for you guys, man, so I can review these supplements accurately, because very few supplements have 500 milligrams of caffeine. So if I start using 500 or testing 500, then I just feel like it's going to raise my tolerance and everything else will fall short. So I did the math. So at 1 scoop, 250, 2 scoops, 1.5 scoops is about 350 milligrams of caffeine. So that's kind of a perfect amount for like a high stim day for me. And then the Alpha Yo at 1.5 scoops is 2 milligrams. So it's a great amount of Alpha Yo. The other reason I didn't like 2 scoops is because GBB at 50 milligrams is too much for me, man. What happens is I take GBB at 1.5 scoops, it's 35 milligrams. It's on the level of uncomfortable, but I like it still. So at 2 scoops, 50 mil, I shower because I'm not a bum, homie. I have a job. I go to the office and I'm still freaking sweating through my clothes at 50 milligrams after I got fresh after the workout. So I don't like that. So 1.5 scoops was fire. So this is what happened, man. I know I'm all over the place. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I took the drink. You feel, first of all, on 1 and 1.5 scoops, even at 1.5 scoops, I didn't feel much beta-alanine. So it's only like 2 grams of beta or whatever at the 1.5 scoops. I did not feel much beta. Maybe I'm oversaturated. I'm used to taking like the full 3.2. Very little tingles, just enough to know it was there. And then this is very versatile, man. So this is pretty much a stim-focused thermogenic package. I really like it. No pump ingredients. So you can use this pre-cardio as a fat burner. You can also use it to lift weights, throw whatever pump formula you want on top of it. even at the 1 scoop, you can throw a pump formula with beta-alanine because it's minimal beta in here, only 1 gram. So you can stack whatever you want on it, which I really like, man. So 1 scoop and 1.5 was a pretty different experience. So I'm just gonna talk about it, man. The boy freaking slaps. This is freaking awesome, homie. 15 minutes after taking it, the first thing I noticed was an awake, alert, mental clarity where you are freaking going, man. You're ready to get down to business. It kicks in quickly, man, especially on an empty stomach. I'm going to talk about some other stuff that I noticed about it that's not as apparent. There is a great dialed in focus. This right here has a backbone, homie. I mean, this has a punch. This has a backbone. Physical energy, strong. You are going. Your heart rate is up. My heart rate got up to like 172, man, while I was training, pumping iron. Heart rate is up, and that was on the 1.5 scoops. 1.5 was my sweet spot. I loved it the most. On 1 scoop, it's pretty similar, but 1.5 just packs a little more of a punch, obviously. The physical energy comes in. There's a mental focus, alertness. You are so mentally clear. I feel like no matter what mindset you're in, if you take this, you will be in iron pumping mode. I caught myself sweating a lot during my training, but even at 1.5 scoops, as soon as I was done training and showered up, it was done, man. Like I didn't keep sweating. So the 35 milligrams of GBB I took was not uncomfortable, man. It was just enough to give you that tightness, water retention, get rid of that water retention. I mean, it is great for contest prep because if I'm holding excess water, which I do, man, I hold it in my back and all that, this is going to be one of your best bets for getting it out. It's not bad like Apollo Nutrition, the new Chaos or anything like that, but you do catch yourself peeing more. There's definitely a diuretic effect that comes with these thermogenics. And I don't know, man, if there's more physical energy or mental focus, they're very side by side. So it's a great experience, man. I mean, you do not want to rest between sets, and you are very dialed in, zoned in, and focused on what you're doing. It does not feel like a cheap experience, man. The Alpha Yo gave me all the benefits, even at 10 grams of Alpha Yo, the nootropic head high. You just feel freaking, dude, I just feel freaking good on this thing, man. I feel mood elevation, freaking focus, sense of well-being, and energy, man. I love this thing. I'm keeping this. I don't keep every sup, homie. I review them sometimes. Sometimes I let my brother have some. Sometimes I give some to the homies. Sometimes I send out samples. This one, I'm keeping. First of all, I forgot to mention, at 1 scoop, homie, you get 60 servings. 1 scoop is a fully sufficient freaking energy formula, homie. You're freaking going at 1 scoop, 60 servings. So even at my sweet spot of 1.5 scoops, you get 45 servings, man. I just think you're winning with this thing. Very different experience than the SYNEDREX pills. I think 1 SYNEDREX pill has a stronger Alpha Yo feel than 1.5 scoops of this, than my sweet spot of this. I'm sure the 2 full scoops of this will be stronger than the SYNEDREX pills, but then I have to take 500 milligrams of caffeine. So I just stay away from that. But you could even freaking take a scoop and then sip on another scoop if you want, or sip on a half a scoop, you know, and assess your tolerance, as they say. Safe and effective, homie. Safe. You know who says that? I'm just kidding, man. All right, man. So listen, great experience, man. I love the versatile formula here. At 1 scoop, you drug addicts can even use it as a nootropic if you're not working out. This would be a great, I mean, if I was at the office right now, homie, I would be busting out paperwork. My mood's just up. Everything feels good, man. Solid hitter right here. Just packs a punch, homie. Packs a freaking punch. You know I love Metabolic. So great job with this one. And oh, you want to know about the flavor? It was green apple. It's freaking it's a green powder. You're going to love it. The dogs are going nuts. What are you guys doing? Look at them. Oh, there they go. There they go. God bless all of you, man. Together, Let's get this dang muscle freaking hitter right here, baby. I don't know if any of my affiliates carry it. If so, I'll link below where to get it with the discount code. If not, baby, just for the love of the game, man. God bless all you. I'm out.